Hello, Bruce.
Hi, Nicholas.
What is your role at ITS?
Director of Operations.
And what does a director of operations do?
Sort of figuring that out as we go.
How long have you been doing it?
Let's see, about 5 months now.
Okay, 5 months. What have you learned in 5 months?
Well, it's reinforced perhaps what I had learned about ITS before I came.
Okay.
The things I love about the vision, the partnering and collaborating with local churches, the involvement of internships rather in addition to classroom. All those things are exciting to me.
Yeah.
And I've seen that firsthand. I've been excited about being involved with local churches and being involved in internships and getting to know the people like yourself that are part of ITS family.
Now, you have a seminary degree.
Yes.
An MDiv from
Southern Seminary.
Southern. And what do you see that ITS is doing that you appreciate? Because that's a particular angle. Say, I've been through this kind of thing before and now see how other people are doing it.
Yeah. Well, my situation at Southern was a little different than normal. I never went to campus. So I started out right after I retired early and started going up in Michigan at an extension campus and went for about 3 years there. Had live professors, students with me
up in
class.
Southern brought the class
every week.
You.
Every week
Michigan.
A professor would fly up. Yeah. So about halfway through that, they closed down a number of extension campuses. So I had to finish either online or come down for J-term classes.
Right. So you really cobbled it together in a lot of different styles.
Yeah. And I'm not a fan of online. So I loved coming down for J-term because I got to interact with students and professors. And so to me, that's one of the big benefits of ITS. It's not an online kind of environment. You get to know other students, both in terms of the class you're taking now, like I did in J-term classes, but then on an ongoing basis, continuing to take class after class with the same students, and having live professors and so on. So compared to my experience, that's the part I really like. Plus, I think I've shared this with a number of people, but interacting as I did later in life with young students and hearing the issues and challenges they were facing themselves in their local church environment as pastors, first-time pastors. It really created a hunger to help people prepare for that first pastor. And that's kind of the way I look at the internship opportunity and letting local church pastors mentor and speak into the lives of these young students and prepare them for what they might face as they go into their own pastorate roles.
And you were a pastor.
I was a pastor.
In Midland. Yeah. So what did you learn in those pastoral years that you did not learn in seminary that maybe would have been helpful had you gotten it earlier?
Yeah.
What are the bumps on the head, in other words?
Probably one of the most typical ones that everybody faces is the difference between learning how to preach in a class and actually being effective at preaching in a church. That's a big deal. But for me personally, the biggest issue was how to deal with conflict and how to interact with issues that split churches. And I was involved in a number of those, both within my own church and trying to help pastors in other churches.
You caused the splits?
No.
Oh, you helped heal the wounds. Okay.
Yeah. So walking into those kind of situations, I don't know how well you can actually prepare anybody for, but I think part of that is part of my burden as trying to help students in our seminary really anticipate things that could happen. Maybe they won't happen, but to be
ready,
prepared and ready. So
what's your wife's name?
Carol.
How many children?
Two sons.
And how many times over are you a grandfather?
7.
7.
Yeah, they're all in central Indiana.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when people ask me why ITS, why does it get started, there are many answers for that. But one reason I like to give, because it's simple and it helps people understand, I say because we love our grandchildren. Right? You wonder about what kind of churches will there be 20 and 40 years from now as they grow up into the Lord, and we want strong, healthy, and many strong, healthy local churches throughout Indianapolis and central Indiana. And so thank you for being part of the team. I hope it's a blessing to you and to Carol, and we love having you.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, good.